Sometimes when I make this, I still need a little more sweetener and I'll add a little creamer. Okay, let's take this little fall coffee into the office and pack up some orders. I plan to punch needle here and go live on TikTok to punch needle during the colder months, and I'm so excited for that. It's gonna be so cozy. So I put the matcha that I'm currently using up here. And all of these mugs that I have out on display here are handmade. I have this candle going under my candle warmer right now in the kitchen. It's pumpkin apple butter and the house smells so good right now. It kind of matches my nails. Look at her. Good morning. It is September 8th. It's 8 a.m. right now. We got in from Hawaii last night and I'm kind of still on Hawaiian time. It's 2 a.m. Hawaiian time. We did stop in California for a night, which kind of helped us adjust a little bit, but definitely not on East Coast time yet. But regardless, we're gonna have a reset day. It is like the perfect fall day right now. It's like 58 degrees and I'm ready to reset for fall, personal life, business life, get everything in order. And there's lots to do, but we're gonna start with grocery shopping. I'm currently sitting in the parking lot of a Hannaford's. So I'm gonna go grab a bunch of groceries. Then I'm gonna go get Duncan. I haven't seen him in 10 days. My parents have been watching him. So groceries, get Duncan, and I will see you when we get home. Okay, now I have to go get my puppy. Okay, it's a little later. It's like 11 right now. Like I said earlier, I have not adjusted to this time zone yet. I also went to bed at like 2 a.m. last night, so didn't get a ton of sleep. But I'm gonna have breakfast. We didn't eat out a lot in Hawaii, but coming back, traveling for like the 2 travel days, because we flew to California one day and then we flew back to the East Coast the next day, I was not eating the best. So this is gonna be really good. Always feels good to get back into your own space and like eat your own food, sleep in your own bed. So definitely a big part of resetting is eating like home cooked meals. So I'm gonna eat this and I will do a little more resetting after. Probably gonna clean a little bit. I wanna clean my water bottle, random, but that's like something I always do after vacation, like deep clean my water bottle. And I also need to pack some orders for the business today that have to go out today. So we'll do all that after I eat. Not gonna lie, I was so looking forward to a matcha, like a nice maple matcha, but I'm out of matcha and I thought my new shipment was gonna arrive in time for when I got back, but it hasn't arrived. So I'm gonna make a fall coffee, which honestly is just as good. I'm gonna do an oat milk maple latte. Let's make a coffee and we will continue this reset. I just washed the dishes, deep cleaned my water bottle, washed my water bottle. And yeah, now it's coffee time. Duncan is back home. Right, buddy? Are you excited to be home? I think he had a fun time when we were away. He played with my parents' dog like the whole time. But anyways, let's make this coffee and continue this reset. Sometimes when I make this, I still need a little more sweetener and I'll add a little creamer, but I want to taste test it before I add any more. I can see all the maple syrup at the bottom, so I think I should be good. I put quite a lot in, as you saw. I don't think I let it like melt into the espresso long enough. Perfect. And once I get more of that maple syrup mixed in, it'll be the perfect amount of sweetness. Okay, let's take this little fall coffee into the office and pack up some orders. Like I said, I have some orders that need to go out today. One is just because someone wants to order as soon as possible. So I believe she ordered 2 punch needle kits, so I'll put those together. And then the other is a wholesale order that I said I would ship out ASAP. So I want to do that as well. That one I'm gonna film for social media too. I might also pack a few other orders, we will see. Let's go to the office and I'll give you the rundown. Okay, we're in my office, which if you're new here, hello, my name is Jessica. I feel like a lot of this video so far has been montaged, so let me introduce myself if you are new. I'm 25 years old. I'm the owner of our Cheery Corner. I sell a whole bunch of different things. I sell DIY punch needle kits where you can make your own punch needle coasters, like this one, for example, of this cactus. I sell the coasters themselves, car coasters that are made the same way. They're just smaller and they go into your car cup holders. I have keychains of hand-drawn dog and cats, and I also have stickers and magnets of a lot of those designs. And I have some other fun things like punch needle tools. I sell the punch needles by themselves, the punch needle frames that you can stretch fabric onto, which we'll be restocking soon. My website is always linked in the description, and I'm also on Etsy. Like I was saying, I have a couple orders that I want to pack. The first one is for Santana going to Wisconsin, and she ordered an orange pumpkin coaster punch needle kit and a pink one. Other one is the wholesale order for Dachshund keychains and Dachshund magnets. So we will do that in a minute here as well. And yeah, it was really exciting to see. I got like a good amount of orders while I was gone. I got 15 orders on Etsy and 28 on Shopify. So that's very exciting. It makes me feel very grateful because I wasn't doing much marketing when I was on vacation. I posted like a couple videos, more so towards the end of vacation. So let's pack up those orders and then we'll see what I get up to after that. I really wanted to do laundry today, but our washer machine decided to leak right before we went on vacation. So we actually have someone coming today to look at it. So that's gonna have to wait. I might vacuum the bedroom and just like clean a little bit because we didn't do like a full proper deep clean before we left. And so it makes me wanna like clean a bit as we enter into the new season. And just in general, we need to clean the carpets every now and again. But yeah, also I have to say, I have a very busy September and I'm very excited for it as well. And just like autumn in general, I think is gonna be really busy. We're hosting a Friendsgiving this year. We're getting a new puppy, at least that is the plan. We haven't looked yet, but I'm gonna start looking soon for a new puppy. We're probably gonna get it in October. But for September, I have stuff for a brand I need to do. I'm working a little more one-on-one with Vistaprint this month and just posting some more content for them. I have some personal things like a physical, dental appointment. I want to film episode 2 of my Whisk and Wick series of making matcha candles. So I want to film that this month if I have time. And then I have a market September 20th and 21st, which I am pumped for. I absolutely adore fall markets. I love winter ones too, but fall, they're just perfect. Like if it's not raining, it's just like the perfect weather, you're outside still, and it's just such a vibe. So, and we do like really fun ones in the fall. We do the Salem Food Truck Festival in Salem, Mass, which if you know anything about Salem, Mass, it's like the place to be in fall. I actually don't know if that might be the September 20th. I think it is. So that's exciting. And then we have a couple in October, a couple of markets, and then I think we have a few winter markets as well. But that's kind of what September is looking like. Also, end of September, Mia is coming to visit, which I'm so excited. If you watch her on YouTube, she's the owner of Blush Designs Co. And yeah, she's coming to visit at the end of the month for like 4 days. And yesterday on the plane, I paid for the Wi-Fi so that I could type out a little itinerary and get a little more organized for what we're gonna do when she comes, which makes me remember I need to like work on that a little more and send it to her and see what she thinks of the itinerary. But yeah, that's very exciting too. Definitely looking forward to that. And I've been talking for 5 minutes, so let's get into packing these orders. Okay, I feel like it could be kind of fun to take you through the entire process of me putting together a punch needle kit, because usually I film it and I time-lapse it, but let me actually explain it. So I have this fabric stretched onto an embroidery hoop. Sean actually does this step because he gets it nice and tight, and yeah, that's why. I could do it too, and I do sometimes, but he's the best at it, so I let him do that. And he's prepped 2 for me today because I have those 2 kits I want to send out. I do have a lot of kits. Honestly, a lot of those orders I got were for punch needle kits, so we'll have to stretch some more fabric, or he'll have to stretch some more fabric. But first thing I do is trace the design onto the fabric. So these are both for pumpkin kits. So I have a little pumpkin stencil, and I believe the pumpkin is available, yeah it is, as a refill kit as well. All of them are available as refill kits. So if you order a refill kit, you get the stencil yourself. You stretch the fabric onto your own hoop, the hoop that you would have gotten if you originally bought a full kit, and then you do this step on your own. But simple as that. Trace it. Gonna do it to this one as well. So just hold the stencil right behind. This fabric is see-through enough that I can trace without having to put like a huge light source on the other side. This is duck fabric. It's my favorite for the kits because it's super beginner friendly and easy to work with. When I do my own punch needle, I use muslin, which is also pretty easy to work with when it cooperates. You have to find like the right manufacturer because, I don't know, I've had like inconsistent batches of muslin where sometimes I get holes in the fabric, so it's a little more finicky. That's why I go with the duck fabric for the kits, because it's way more consistent and I haven't had people having issues with getting holes, which I was having issues with when I had the muslin in the kits. So duck fabric is my favorite for the kits. Then I have this area over here. Don't mind the boxes, that's for the matcha candles. But I have punch needles in the first 2 drawers, so I'm gonna grab 2 punch needles. And then I also need tissue paper from here for the kits. Oh, and then also I usually have felt prepped, which I do, so I need 2 pieces, 1 for each kit. Then I just set all this aside so I can work on the yarn that goes in the kit. By the way, these needles are Mina Corinne. They're my favorite punch needle, but I also just listed Sultan needles on my website for a little cheaper if you want a cheaper option. So this is a Sultan one, and they're still very popular amongst punch needle artists. I just have them cheaper on my website because I don't hype them up as much. I really hype up the Mina Corinne, and I know a lot of people search for the Mina Corinne. So I didn't want to set them at the same price in fear that they wouldn't sell. So just to kind of push the sales of these, I have them listed a few dollars cheaper than these. I still pay the same amount for these as those, but so I have 30 of those right now. We'll see how they do. But I think they're listed for $16 or $17, and these are listed for $20, but they do come in the punch needle kit. And the punch needle kit's only $30. Okay, now for the yarn. I already grabbed my boxes. I have these printed with Vistaprint. This is the pink pumpkin, and then I have, oops, the orange pumpkin, but I'm gonna put these together in a minute. I also have all my yarn under my desk. These are my kit colors. So anything that I need for a kit, I have in here, as long as I didn't run out of it. So I don't usually use this for my own punch needle work. It's just for kit supplies. So I have the dark pink, the brown, the light pink. Those are the 3 colors for the pink pumpkin. And then I just need orange, brown, and this color, which I don't think I have enough in here. This might be enough. Wait, that's not the right color. Okay, I have to grab another skein. Okay, I think I have to go upstairs to the yarn room to grab another skein. Okay, we're in the yarn room, which I just have to say, I plan to punch needle here and go live on TikTok to punch needle during the colder months, and I'm so excited for that. It's gonna be so cozy. But let's grab the color we need, this one. Okay, and then to measure the yarn, my technique is very specific. I use this Yeti bottle and I know the number of wraps that I need to do around this part of the bottle to have the perfect amount of yarn for the kits. Actually, a little bit more yarn so that if people mess up, they have some extra yarn. I'm gonna start with the pink. Actually, I'll do brown because I need 2 browns, 1 for each kit. And I keep track of the ends of the yarn so that I can tie it into a nice little bundle. And that way when people open the kit, they also can keep track of where the tails of the yarn are, because that's important. And then she actually opted out of the glue sticks. You can choose whether or not you want glue sticks with the yarn. It's 50 cents more to get the glue sticks. You do need the glue sticks to finish the project, but it's optional because I know a lot of people have their own. But to save any potential trouble, I'm gonna add glue sticks to her order because she wants these kits to come in the mail pretty quickly so they arrive in time for her girls' night. She was like emailing me, that's why I'm sending these out today. And I would hate for her to not have the glue sticks and have meant to selected the glue sticks. So to save any potential trouble, I'm gonna just add glue sticks to her order. That would really stink if you're all excited, you sit down to do this craft with your friend and you realize you didn't get the glue sticks. So, but definitely pay attention to that option. It's a drop down that you have to select. So now I have everything I need. We have the yarn, the felt, the needles, the fabric, tissue paper. I need 2 cards that explain what's inside, and I will have a video tutorial as well, and then it has instructions, like general instructions on the back. So I have these stickers that I put on that have tutorials. They have the QR code to the specific tutorial for the pumpkins, and then I need 2 thank you notes. And these I get printed at Vistaprint as well. The cards, the thank you notes. Okay, I'm gonna pack up the kits. I will show you, but I'm also gonna film it for social media, so I'm gonna set up my camera to do that. Okay, if you're not new, you already know this, but if you're new, this is where I keep my keychains and magnets of my dogs and cats. This side, I have keychains, and then on that side, I have magnets. And for the wholesale order, she ordered both magnets and keychains. So I'm gonna pick those, and then I'll show you them up close before I pack them. But I'm filming from a distance because I'm gonna film up close with my phone. Also for social media, I'll edit this video later. Okay, these are the magnets. She got 10 of each. The long-haired red dachshund, the short-haired brown, and the short-haired black and brown. She got 10 of each keychain, so the short-haired brown, short-haired dapple, short-haired black and brown. So she has a total of 60 items, 30 keychains, and 30 magnets. So let's pack this up and get it shipped out. Okay, I just finished packing up those 2 orders. I'm definitely moving slowly today. It's 1:30 and that's all I did for the business was pack those 2 orders. Although I did film content too, so I can edit that later and post those videos. But I do want to ship a couple more orders because I have a lot of orders on Etsy that, I've said this before, I feel like Etsy orders are easier to pack because I can just look at my screen and see exactly what they ordered and grab it. Versus Shopify, you have to like click a button to see the drop down of everything they ordered. I don't know, it just makes it a little more difficult. But I'm gonna pack a few orders on both Shopify and Etsy just to catch up a little bit and send out the orders that have been pending the longest, because some people have been waiting like 2 weeks because I went on vacation and, well, not 2 weeks, more like 10 days, because that's how long I was gone. And some people ordered on the day I left. So let me pack up these orders and then we can do some more personal life resetting, such as unpacking my suitcase and doing some cleaning. Okay, I'm in our closet right now and I'm gonna unpack my suitcase. I only traveled with carry-on, so I honestly didn't pack that much, so this shouldn't take too long. I also already unpacked my toiletries last night, so I really only have a few things. Oh my god. Sean and I spent probably like 7 hours collecting sea glass along the shore. We were like snorkeling for it. It was a whole thing, and it's kind of sad, honestly, how much we found. But at the same time, the ocean is this much cleaner, and now I'm gonna make some art with this. I have a few things in mind as to what I want to make, and I think I'm gonna do it in a video, because why not? But stay tuned for some sea glass art from Hawaii. But other than that, everything is mostly just clothing. I have makeup, so this will not take too long, like I said. Also, the resort, the room we stayed in, had a washer and dryer, so most everything is clean. I did have some things that were dirty, but I already put them in the hamper. But let's go ahead and unpack this. Okay, this is very random, but basically my GoPro kind of broke over vacation. It didn't really break, but it's not reading the micro SD cards. Until I can fix that issue, I consider this broken because I can't use it with an SD card, which means I can't use it. It's still turning on. It's important that I get this to work again because I use it for markets, for pop-ups. And so I need to have it by the end of this month, and I really hope I can fix it because I don't feel like spending however much this was. Basically what happened is salt water got into this area, which is not supposed to get wet. Not sure how that happened, but I'm pretty sure that's the issue. The salt water is affecting the inside, and it might also be affecting the memory card. So I'm gonna put alcohol in here, dump it out, leave it to dry for like a day, and then I'm gonna rub this part of the battery with alcohol, and then this part of the chip with alcohol, and I will update you in a future vlog as to whether or not this works. I'm just gonna like submerge it basically in alcohol. Okay, I think I'm also gonna use a Q-tip and just kind of rub, and that will dry out for a day, and I'll do it on the chip and let that dry as well. Okay, fingers crossed. Like I said, I will let you know if that works. Okay, now I just wanna tidy up our bedroom a little bit. I'm gonna make the bed and then vacuum the whole room.
Another rainy afternoon, I don't know what I'm to do. I just miss you more than anything. It's way too quiet in the house, I'm just wasted on the couch. Guess I don't wanna feel anything. Wish you'd stayed here beside me. This isn't how it's supposed to be. Wish you'd stayed here right with me. I can't shake that feeling that we said goodbye too soon. I know the hour's getting late, I shouldn't sit here contemplating. I just can't stop thinking about us. I won't forget a single thing, from drunken nights to Sunday mornings, and how you smile at me. Wish you'd stayed here beside me. This isn't how it's supposed to be. Wish you'd stay.
I just checked the mailbox and my matcha has arrived. I use Nami matcha, if anyone's wondering. There should be 4 tins in here because I upped my subscription to 4 tins a month because I go through it like it's nobody's business. And I got 4 of the same ones. This is the Yame First Harvest matcha. I've tried both her matchas and they both taste good. I honestly don't have a preference. I love her strawberry one though, but it's always out of stock. So once it goes back in stock, I'll grab some more, but this is what I got. Like I said, I got 4 tins of them. So let's restock the matcha station. So I put the matcha that I'm currently using up here. And then usually I have like the pink one on top. I'll just put this one on top so it looks nice. And I'll use like the top one, and then once I go through that, I'll switch it out with the bottom and then put another one on the bottom. And then I'm just gonna put these 2 extras on the bottom back here. And all of these mugs that I have out on display here are handmade. If you wanna know where any of them are from, I can let you know in the comments, but I love them all. This one has Dunkin' and Donut in it. So cute. This one's from Montreal. This one's from a local market. So many different ones, and I'm obsessed with them all. This is also handmade. Sean got me it for Christmas last year from Etsy. And that's my matcha bowl. I have this candle going under my candle warmer right now in the kitchen by Sageberry Candle Co. It's pumpkin apple butter and the house smells so good right now. It kind of matches my nails. I'm convinced that candle warmers work better than just lighting the candle, but I do love the cozy vibe of lighting the candle. So once we get really into winter, I think I'm gonna be mostly lighting candles, but this works really well. And I feel like it's maybe better for you than lighting the candle and burning it. I don't know, but nonetheless, it smells amazing. Alrighty, it is much later. It is 8:50 right now, and my night got a little derailed, but for only good things and good reasons. I was gonna sit down and punch needle. I had everything like ready to go, and I got a text that my application for one of the puppies that I applied for today got approved. I spent like an hour or two going through Pet Finder and looking at puppies and applying to ones that were a fit, and gosh, I did not expect to adopt a dog today. They move fast with these applications apparently, because like Duncan's, I think I applied and then it was maybe the day after or the day after that we got approved. But yeah, this was a couple hours. She called my best friend who was one of my references. She called the vet and spoke with them. And then we got on a call at 7:45, talked about the process of getting the dog. It's gonna be transported at the end of the month, and she's the cutest thing ever. And I'm so excited. Her name is Pizzelle or Pizzelli. She's named after that cookie. We're gonna change her name maybe to like Munchkin or something to fit the Dunkin' Donut theme. She's a little girl. She's gonna be like 20-25 pounds is what they're predicting. And yeah, let me show you her because I am so excited. She is a little Australian Shepherd mix. Oh my gosh. They said she's like 3 to 4 pounds right now, and she's 7 weeks old. Look at her. And I put the deposit down, so she's officially ours, and we are so excited. Duncan's gonna have a playmate. I'm also really happy because it says she gets along with cats, so I definitely want to introduce her to Donut. We'll do it slowly, and she's little, so I like that too because I love big dogs so much, but I'd like to be able to pick my dog up. I want her to be able to kayak with us and just be easier to transport. Having a big dog, it's just harder to transport, to pick them up. And unfortunately, big dogs have a lot of health issues too. And I don't know, I'm excited to have a little dog. I think she's gonna be a little smaller than Duncan. Duncan's about 35 pounds. He's like the perfect size. Yeah, and I hope she loves the water. We're gonna sign her up for agility, just like Duncan is. And I'm excited to introduce her to the vlog as well. Like I was saying, this is a busy September, and I guess we're finishing it off with getting a puppy. So very exciting. And then a week after that, we have another market. So it's gonna be a whirlwind. We'll see if she goes to that market with us or not. We used to take Duncan to the markets, and it was actually really good to socialize him. So TBD, but I'm actually gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. I really hope you enjoyed this cozy fall reset. I definitely feel better about hopping into work full force tomorrow. I'm gonna pack a bunch of orders, probably gonna go live on TikTok, maybe start punch needling for the upcoming markets. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please be sure to subscribe and stick around. We have lots of market prep coming up in the future, markets, puppy, the matcha candle series. I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak, 'cause